Welcome back to Wendy's. Fresh, never frozen. Well, mostly. You're gonna love what's inside this one. Fresh, never frozen. Well, mostly. You're gonna love what's inside this one.
We fry everything in our special blend of seed oils and preservatives. Keeps it crunchy, even after it dies.
We say it's never frozen, but you didn't think we really meant that, right? It's just marketing.
Oh, this one's loaded with corn syrup, red 40, and phosphoric acid. Don't worry, it's FDA approved.
Every bite is a mystery. Beef, soy, or something else? It's all part of the flavor adventure. Just look at our happy customers, full of joy, flavor, and a little bit of seed oil in every cell.
Where's the beef?
Boys don't lie. Immortal fear.
Yeah. What?
What it do, YouTube? Okay, we back on our BS. Okay, back like a back spasm in my back. Okay, the Wendigo. The Wendigo is a mythical creature from Algonquian folklore, often depicted as a malevolent, cannibalistic spirit or monster associated with winter, famine, and greed. It's described as an emaciated, gaunt figure with skeletal features, sharp claws, insatiable hunger for human flesh. In some traditions, a person can transform into a Wendigo after committing acts of cannibalism, being possessed by the spirit, or succumbing to excessive greed. Here are a couple images of the Wendigo. Okay. Now this is kind of like the Wild Man, or Sir Nuno's. You got movies, all kind of video games, all kind of shit. depicting the Wendigo. This is kind of a common one with the black drake. See, they got the goat Wendigo. Right, now, we get into the etymology, right? You know me. So I say, damn, Wendigo, what about Wendy? All right, let's go to all. Wendy can refer to several no, I want to go to etymology. Give me the etymology. Come on, y'all give me, I need a real, what did etymology say that? The meaning of the online etymology. All right. Given name. Okay, a threshold. Okay, a door sill. Key, a kangaroo, a challenge. Okay, they're not giving me nothing I can use here. Variant of Wendy. They're just giving you names. Well, see, this is why we're doing this research, because they sometimes they not just gonna give you the answers. You got to dig it up, right? So you saw that okay, we gonna move on. You saw that the Wendigo had an insatiable appetite for hunger, right? Insatiable appetite for cannibalism, you know what I mean? Human flesh, right?
I'm really into conspiracy theories.
Don't like my attitude? Well, maybe if I hold out my hand, a fuck will fall straight out of the sky and I can give it to you! See what I did there? Sarcasm! Stupid people are so annoying! Come on, bitches! That was fucking hilarious!
Now, my theory is that Wendy from the burger place is a Wendigo, right? We're going to get deeper on that in a second. But apparently so do other people, right? You know, I think Wendy, a burger place, and we all know the conspiracy of human meat being in the, fast food. But of course you got Wendy the Wendigo. Wendy the Wendigo, right? Okay, we got a TikTok. Let's see what we got on the TikTok. Okay, that was a TikTok. They ain't talking about nothing. It's in Spanish, but even the Latino. Okay, Fortnite gave you the Wendigo, Wendy Nightmare. Right? Now it's funny that Wendy's is depicted as a meat place, right? It's a burger joint. Right? And see, this is kind of how they soften these images. They'll direct it towards kids, right? An example of that is the Wendigo in Roblox. All right, so in Roblox, they got a game where you have to run around and find the missing kids in a campfire, right? And the cult is running around trying to stop you. And, you know, you gotta like fend off the Wendigo. Maybe I put a clip in there for y'all. Well, maybe let's see.
What is the lore behind 99 Nights in the Forest and the Wendigo deer? The deer, or the Wendigo, is a monster that was a child before he got turned into a monster we know today. When we arrive in the forest, we can see ranger reports of the deer behaving differently and actually hunts humans. But why the deer doesn't kill the children? Instead, our job is to save the children, which are safely guarded by animals. My theory is that the children are his friends, and the deer is only protecting them from the danger. What is the lore behind...
Did you know the deer in 99 Nights in the Forest is actually one of the kids? Let me explain. A plane crashes into the forest with 5 kids on board. 4 of the kids are saved by the animals in the forest and protected, while the 5th kid is taken by cultists and experimented on in the secret science lab. The experiments failed on the kid, causing him to turn into the hungry deer, now protecting the island from any new campers. But did you know the deer in 99 Nights in the Forest is actually one of the kids?
Right, so you got the Wendigo is kind of, you know, directed at kids, you know, and we just had a movie come out about this. Weapons, right? Now, what is the chances that the you know, Wendy's logo will get crossed up with the weapons logo? You know, and this is, you know, red hair, white face. Think about the clothes she wore, right? Wait. Weapons, villain, suit. Right, so she wore these like really crazy suits in the movie. There was one in particular I'm trying to find. Let's see. Gladys was her name. But I want to find that suit. Because as soon as I saw the suit, I'm like, oh, it's like the Joker. I was just about to say it's like the Joker. Right? I was just about to say that. It's like she had a Joker outfit on. Let me see. I think it was the green suit. Damn. I can't find her crazy ass outfits she was wearing. But if you saw the movie, you kind of know what I'm talking about her attire when she got into Wendy or Wendigo mode, right? So, you know, the Joker, was wearing suits in Mortal Kombat. Right, yeah, different variations of suits. And, you know, he wore suits in the cartoon, right? But this ain't the, what you call it, Suicide Squad, punk rock Joker. This is, you know, always had a suit on, but, you know, he kind of was given that Gladys from Weapons vibe.
To my drink, but I got your bitch all on her knees. Giving her keys, we giving up, please. To my drink, but I got your bitch all on her knees. Giving her.
Now, we always got to cross-reference this with the work that, you know, this guy does on YouTube. The Nephilim look like clowns. This is some heavy research he did where it talked about different accounts from around the world, you know, of people seeing like clown entities, whether DMT trips or ayahuasca, like whatever. Like people were saying they would see these, you know, clowns. You got the connection between clowns and the Nephilim. Okay. So when you cross-reference it with this, with the Gladys and the Joker and, you know, back to Wendy's, well, fuck it, let's do this Sir New Nose. We might as well. Not Wendy. Wendigo. All right, so you'll see the Sir Nunos and the Wendigo is the same thing, but the Sir Nunos was worshipped, right? So we all know in the occult they like to switch the name around so that you don't, you know what I mean? Maybe you get confused, but if you know what you know, then you know that's the same entity, right? So wait, let's go here. When you type in Sir Nunos, a Celtic deity often called the horn god, associated with the wild nature, fertility, animals, and the underworld. He is depicted as a human figure with stag antlers, frequently shown seated, surrounded by animals. Key artifacts of Nunos include a cauldron and the pillar of boatmen, blah, blah, blah. When you look at the image, you always see him with like a snake and some type of like amulet in this other, and like a horseshoe. But this is the Baphomet. He always sitting in the Baphomet stance. And this is what I was telling y'all about yoga and them yoga positions. This leg cross sitting position is the invocation of Satan, I think it's called. So this is all like the same guy. Like, clearly. So one culture was worshiping it, right? While another culture, it was another culture's Baphomet. But we know Baphomet means Muhammad. Baphomet is a symbolic figure rooted in medieval history that has been adopted by a cult necessary. Originating as a figure, the Knights Templar were accused of worship. Accused is crazy. But, right, when you see him, the horn god, sitting in the same leg cross style as Sir Nuno's. Right? So, you know, I'm gonna go into a whole nother thing about this because you got.
Does anybody else lie awake at night wondering why the Wendy's patties are square? The company claims that it's to make them distinctive against its competitors, because Dave Thomas wanted people to see the quality of the burgers. But the big conspiracy here? This is an episode of Influential Freemasons. Wendy's founder, Dave Thomas. Hamburger patties were definitely not the only thing that Thomas was keeping square. He was a member of Sol D. Bayless Lodge number 359 in Fort Wayne, Indiana. They're still around, check out their Facebook. At the age of 25 in April, he was initiated, and by May, he was raised. He was also a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Mason and a Shriner. But I wonder, 2 years before joining the craft, he was working for this influential Freemason, Colonel Sanders. And he actually gave him the idea to use the spinning bucket as a logo and to get his face on TV, which is something that Dave Thomas took to heart years later. Brother Thomas was a very charitable man, and he set up the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption, and he obviously made the most recognizable redhead of all time. So mote it be.
Dave Thomas was raised a master mason in Sol D. Bayless Lodge of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Dave Thomas was raised a master mason in Sol D. Bayless Lodge of Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Think about the bully from Christmas Story. You know, he kind of had like that wild hat, but, you know, you see he was a redhead, right? And I don't know why this guy came to my mind. Maybe because he had that woolly hat, but I remember he was a redhead, right? So a lot of villains have the red hair and the white face, right? Remember we saw Wendy on Wednesday. Look, this how you know. You know, maybe we do another video on that. But no, remember on Wednesday they had the twin. Right? Reverse Wednesday. Now, who was the girl that could disappear on there? Hold on. Wednesday. Disappear girl. Agnes, yeah. Right? This is Wendy's. Right? This is Wendy's, the food place. Now notice Agnes, right, means beef. Angus, Agnes. Right? Angus, Agnes, right? So you see that she was like swapping in and out with Wednesday. If y'all seen the show, let's see if we can. Maybe we can find some. Angus is a breed of beef. Damn, I might even gonna get into truth theory, but let me see if we might can just find this video. Okay, look, here you go right here. Ang equals bull. Black cow. Anghos in Scottish Gaelic, anger means mad bull. Trouble, Taurus bull, anguish, right? Gang, let's click on that. Okay, now this dude right here, Christopher Lord, True Theory. This was some great work he was doing, right? The Ang etymology, right? Almost all ancient cultures from around the world worshiped the ancient bull god, from Osiris and Isis to the Canaanite El and Asherah, and was the ancient Sumerian cow bull god. Egyptians also had the Apis bull or Ptah, and even Ma'at, meat, right? Ma'at, M-E-A-T, meat, Ma'at. Notice the word ancient, the old world of An or Anu, the bull god of the heavens. The Sumerian epic of Gilgamesh speaks of the bull of the heaven. We have the Minoan Crete bull of the Minotaur Taurus. The Bible speaks of Israelites who worship the golden calf. Thus the reason El is silent and calf. The Leviathan bull god, the god of Israel. This is your God, O Israel. King Solomon had 12 brazen bulls. Then we also have the bull of the ancient Druidic order, where they would sacrifice 2 bulls, or the Bible, 2 bulls, the Bible. We get our word symbol from the sacred bull. Taurus is the second house of zodiac animal wheel. By bull, the second house, Taurus, bull, 2, by. Are you a bull or able to understand my wisdom? The red fire fertility, red, Wendy's, her hair. Keep in mind they sell burgers, cows, right? Of the bull, thus the torch of the symbol bull of fire is the triang of El, or the pyramid, Toro, red eyes of Taurus bull. I am teaching what is known as esoteric wisdom. Esoteric means the inner circle, El, circle. The inside of the whole of the Taurus bull is known as the Taurus, a donut. The shape. I did a video on donut. If y'all know who donut is, the conspiracy dude, some shit came up. That's what's funny about K donut. But shape of the Taurus, thus the horn Taurus. Then we have the Toro, the bull, or the Torah of the Tanakh, the Ak, or the Bible. Why do you think the Pope or the Father Bull issues a papal bull, the staff of the bull penis? We get our language from the ancient Canaan Phoenicians. Our phonetic sounds of the alphabet, or the alpha beta, male and female, representing the bull elders, the elite, the 2 bulls. Language is the L language, or linguistics, which comes from the lingam, the phallus, and the yoni. Okay. Sanskrit term lingam is derived from male or female gender. History of Ang. You got ancient English, An, bull, Anshar, Anu, Anglia, Ang, not Ing, Angland, not Ing, but Angland. How was Europe discovered? By the bull Zeus, who abducted Europa. I forgot about that one. Zeus did abduct Europa with the bull and they little lore. Angus, bull, black cow. Angor in Scottish Gaelic. Anger means mad bull, trouble. So we read that. The bull spine went like the shape of an L, Greek anglus or angle or hook, like the staff symbol of power. Anklos meaning crooked or curved, bent. The staff or bent crook of Nimrod or Nimrud, the winged bull like Ashar. Anshur, winged, like Wednesday, wind, right? Odin, the wind god, Wednesday. Winged bull, Assyria, Asur, sky, axle, axel, Ankh, theoretic vertebra of bull, cross section. The Venus symbol is the same of that of Isis or Osiris. Jet, the symbol of stability based on sacrum of a bull's spine, was the symbol of power in the bull's penis. Venus, anointing chrism, milk or cream, and cow, release sacred fluid. Okay, are you a bull able to understand the wisdom of understandable? Tanakh, Ankh, Hebrew Bible or Torah, Taurus bull, manager, Ang, animal house. That's the reason Jesus was born in a manger. Ang bull or stable bull. The animal house of Aries, the house of March or Mary, the red blood of Mars, the first virgin month, the Hebrew Nisan, and Passover. See the article of Jesus' birth. Angus cattle, El bull, cow, ox, Old English name, Oingus, Middle Irish, Angus or Ungus, meaning one choice, as in first one, an or anu, like annual or a new year, right? Anger, narrow, Latin, angry, to throttle or torment. Torture is from the Taurus bull, Taurus, Toro, or narrow. God, El, is the bull god of the Bible, and his message comes from an angle or angel, the Ang of El, the limb of God, the offspring of fruits thereof, the Ang or bull El god. So now you see why Wendy's sells burgers. And she's really the Wendigo. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, now, before I go, let me put one more on you.
Oh, the joys of a family dinner at Wendy's. Hot and juicy, hot and juicy.
Right? Who like to eat raw meat? Right? No. Let's really... Before we go... Right? Who like to eat raw meat? Hello. Okay. Who is the Wendigo? Who is Wendy's? Who has the cannibalistic nature? Remember, I did a video on him, the flesh-eating ape. Y'all thought I was the cannibalistic ape. Right? Go back and check I did a series on the flesh-eating ape. But just in general, we see who like to eat raw meat. Right? Wendy's. Right? Some of them AI, some of them real life. You know? And then we got the conspiracy of human meat, and let's see if they come up on the list. How actual human meat ended up in, right? So here you go. 8 months ago, 1 million views. They be striking me down, so I ain't even going. I ain't even gonna play the video.
Mid-chew after a crunch.
Whoever this is got
contamination. After all, there is a precedent for corporations to be framed for this sort of thing.
So disgusted.
The way the mouse decomposed.
So just because the factory was clean.
I ain't even gonna play the video, but you see it happen. Wendy's chili finger lady comes clean. Human and rat DNA found in burgers. Fast food chains accused of selling mystery meat. So it's just funny that Wendy's got a urban legend of it, you know what I mean? Human meat in the food. Right. I mean, there you go. You know what I mean? Fuck it, let's visit it. I was gonna let you go. They got millions of views too. I don't want no smoke with them neither. Right? But yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. Like and subscribe. I'm out.
For some reason, this comment triggered a chain of thoughts, which sent me down a rabbit hole, and I found some stuff. Before I get into it, you're right. Real food, real people. Are they mocking us? Anyway, since a hamburger is #1 in America, I started off by looking up all the definitions of ham. And #2, the backs of the thighs, or the thighs and buttocks. He squatted down on his hams. What's really bizarre about that? And maybe I'm batshit crazy, but it's served on something called buns, which is a nickname for buttocks. And then I couldn't help but notice what they look like. I can't be the only one who sees it. Is this more mocking? Aside from that, what's strange is it's said that the term hamburger derived from Hamburg, Germany, while others say it originated in the US. Or it's more mockery. Let's talk about chicken. I get it, the breast, the thighs, the legs, the wings. But fingers? Because chickens don't have fingers. And apparently chicken fingers got their name because they resemble a human finger. However, they don't. Is it more mockery? Also notice how in the movies throughout the years, whenever referring to cannibalism, they always say it tastes like chicken. Meant to be funny. Maybe not as funny as you think. Might as well jump over to some symbolism while we're on chicken. I see more double C symbolism in this logo. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the star placement is a coincidence also. Hard to rule out symbolism considering it has this in it too, which is a symbol I've talked about in a previous post. And since we began with what's in fast food restaurants, how about Arby's having this in their window, in our faces? For some reason, this comment triggered a chain of thoughts, which sent me down a rabbit hole.
Fast food chain that was around during the segregation of times. But I want the man to know, when you try to put your hands on me, these hands gonna go off. Because I'm not my ancestors. See, this...
If you wear this in, you got to protect it.